Well, coming up on Sunday morning, we set the clocks forward to daylight saving time for the next 8 months. That means a lot of disrupted schedules and different kinds of headaches as we get used to the time change. And this change can also put a major strain on your heart health.
Yeah, we're joined by Dr. Fahmi Farah. She is a cardiologist and the director of Bentley Heart in Fort Worth. She's in the KRLD Zoom room. So I saw that it showed that heart attacks actually go up 24% on the Monday after the time switch. What is it about just a simple hour change that can disrupt our lives so much one way or the other?
Yes, it's incredible. Especially during spring forward, we are losing that 1 hour of sleep, and the disruption that it can cause because of that loss of sleep. It's pretty major. Yes, we do see statistically about 24% increase in heart attack that Monday following the time change, as well as 8% increase in stroke.
Why is that? I mean, you would think that, especially if you don't have to necessarily lose that hour, you just wake up an hour later on Sunday, that wouldn't necessarily be that disruptive.
Well, it's more than that. The disruption is due to multiple different factors. For example, when you are losing that 1 hour of sleep, there are several things that happen physiologically in your body. For instance, you do release different types of stress hormones, cortisol being one of them, adrenaline being the other one, that can do a number of things to your body. Your blood pressure can go up, your heart rate can go up. And those who have pre-existing conditions like, already had a heart attack before, or have blockages in their heart, or other risk factors like high blood pressure and things like that, they don't necessarily take that very well. Their bodies can react to that and increase the risk of that heart attack.
So who is most at risk for heart attacks then on the day after daylight saving time?
Usually it's the elderly. For the most part, those who are 60 and above. Usually they're the same folks who tend to carry more risk factors. They may have already existing coronary artery disease. They might have already had a stroke or a heart attack in the past. Also, their risk factors are higher. They're more prone to having conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes. So they're just a high risk group in general. Moreover, their ability to compensate is less. They feel the effect more as a result.
How can you prevent these kinds of issues? I mean, it's a little late now, but how soon should we start preparing for that time change?
Yes, I recommend, changing your sleep habit a couple of days before, like several days before the time change. So what people can do is start in slow increments, like going to sleep 15 to 20 minutes earlier, several days before the time change, and also waking up 15 to 20 minutes earlier each day, so that by the time the time change happens, your circadian rhythm has already been trained, and so you're not feeling the effect as much.
But what happens on, maybe the second or third day after that time switch? Do you see high percentages of heart attacks then?
Not so much. The highest risk is that first day. And probably because, your circadian rhythm, it typically takes a couple of days for it to neutralize and get used to it, so to speak. And so by second, third day, the risk goes down significantly.
Do people underestimate the impact that the time change has on our body clocks?
I do, in a way, just because I think people are unaware of the impact it can have. And, also, for the most part, people don't really have a choice. They still have to get up and go to work and carry on with their schedule.
They sure do. That's Dr. Fahmi Farah from Bentley Heart in Fort Worth.